And what's going to happen is people are resistant to sell because they're like, gosh, I'm going to have to pay higher taxes, or I'm not going to get the write-offs, or I can't afford to live there because, the taxes are not, you can't write off those taxes, for example. So we want the state and local tax to be, that exemption to be increased from 10 to 20, 30, 40,000, whatever the number is. And then also capital gains. So right now, right, if you sell your home as a single person, you can write off, or 250,000 of the profit from that sale is tax exempt, right? Capital gains exempt. And if you're married, you have 500,000 of that. Well, that number was, I believe, is 1992 or 1994 where that provision was put in place. Yeah, I was 15. Gosh, I was a child. I was going to concerts in the 90s. And so what happens is we want that number to be increased as well, because again, you have these empty nesters maybe who are afraid to sell because, like, gosh, I'm going to have to pay so much tax. Maybe they bought their home 20 years ago and the prices of their homes have gone up quite a bit with inflation and appreciation. And therefore, like, if they only have maybe, let's say, 500,000 exempt, but they have another 500 or 600,000 in profit, they don't want to pay that capital gains tax on that. So they're just going to stay in their home because they're afraid of that taxable. So if we can create more incentives for people to sell their homes, that'll loosen up the market and create some mobility, and that'll certainly help pricing as well.